Tell us about the works that you create in 7 words or less.
Well, I have 7 words for a lifestyle, but for the other nine, I kinda don't. So I'm gonna say the one for lifestyle. It's a mystery comedy horror inspired by Dead Note. That's how I would describe lifestyle. Yeah.
Before we move on, this video is brought to you by Purgatory Academy, a drama series about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. Chimera Island, a slice of life series about a hidden island striving to find balance. Let's Go Metal Hero, a superhero series about two siblings who want to turn a robot into a, well, superhero. And Just a Reaper, an action comedy series about a young Grim Reaper trying to keep hell off Earth. Read these series for free with the pinned comment below and sign up to the newsletter to never miss an update. Back to the video. Oh, what are some Death Note elements that are heavily inspired in your comic?
Well, Dead Note, by how I uh, see it or how I analyzed it, is is a little bit of a detective story. It's not really like a huge police crime kind of thing. It's just like a little detective, but not that much. And it deals with something quote unquote out of this world, like a power or the shinigamis, the gods of death, the things like that. So I wanted to make something similar because I really like crime stuff, true crime. I listen to a lot, and I also like I really like Dead Note by how unique it is. So I wanted a power and I wanted something criminal, but I also have a problem that I have to have comedy in it, because if I don't, I don't know. I just cannot write something that is entirely serious. That's just not something that I was ever able to write. So I added that in, so it became more of a normal crime story that is happening on a police station, with a power that they never saw, with a case that nobody ever saw or solved, and it's just something out of this world as well. So that's the Dead Note elements that I pretty much put into this story. But other than that, it's gonna be pretty different.
What appeals to you about true crime?
I
Like,
don't know. I was always really fascinated with gory stuff and the grim stuff, like the murders for sure. I'm not like I don't know, one of those fan girls that are like, oh my god, Jeffrey Dahmer or what. No way. But I'm like, okay, this is interesting. How did they solve this crime? How did they do this? How does the crime work, like at the police station, or how the forensic science? How does it all work? How do they figure these things out? And I really was like really interested in these things, so I thought like it would be nice to like make the manga about them too.
so it's the more of the appeal of how people can make sense of chaos. Some sort of chaos that we don't see in everyday life. And I guess you would say that murder shouldn't be an everyday thing because we don't experience, like, I guess depending on like what place you live in the world, murder isn't like an everyday thing. And when it does happen in in a safe place, it is a nice little mystery to see what would cause somebody to end another man's life, or how something chaotic can form within a safe environment. Am I somewhere around the ballpark of trying to make sense of that?
Yeah. I think you got it quite right. Like making sense of the chaos or making sense of something that you have never seen, or like, new disease. Like when the COVID happened, it was like everybody was freaking out. What the hell is going on? And stuff. It's something similar, a bit similar to that. Yeah.